I'm going to show you how to use some of our cosmetic actions. I'm in Photoshop CS6, but this will work in all versions of Photoshop. I currently have my actions panel on button mode. Yours may look like this. If it does look like this, instead of just clicking on the button, you'll also need to click on the play button. I'm going to go back to button mode though because I feel like it's easier to use it this way, and this is my preference. So the first action that we're going to use here is our lip enhancer. So I'm just going to click on lip enhancer, and it says move the marquee oval over the lips, not including the nose or chin, transform it to fit. Hit enter on your keyboard when you are finished. So I'm going to click continue, and then I'm going to take my marquee, I'm going to stretch it out and move it down here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, so we just want it right around the lips there. And then you can hit enter or you can click this check mark. Now another pop-up box says you can use a soft black brush on the layer mask to erase the effect from any unwanted areas. A white brush will paint them back on if you make a mistake. Use your brush at 100% opacity. So I'm going to click continue, and I'm going to select a smaller brush here, about there. And I'm going to click on my layer mask, and I'm going to use a soft black brush. My hardness is set to 0. And then I'm just going to paint this area right around the lips just to kind of get rid of that shadow and that harsh line that it made. Clean up around the lips. Alright, now you can see that it really made them bigger and plumped them up there. So that's our lip enhancer. Okay, and I just merged those layers there. And then I'm going to show you how to do the Tan Me Up. So it says select the shade of the tan you wish to use and paint it on the skin, avoiding eyes, with a soft white brush. You can change the opacity of the layer to add more or less of the effect. Okay, so I'm going to click continue, and whenever you first open this, you can test out the different levels of tan to see which one you want before you do it. So I'm going to pick a white brush, and I'm just going to kind of paint on her and see if we like that tan. If not, we can take the black brush and paint it back off. And I'm just going to paint on each of these so you can see the different levels of tan here. You can also click the button to turn it off, the little eyeball here. You don't have to paint it back off every time. And here's just a very light tan. You can paint it on just to give her more of a glow here. And you just want to do it on her skin. If you get it in the other areas, you can paint it off by choosing a black brush. So her hair here is on the background. Okay, so there you can see before and after. We just made her a little bit more tan. I'm going to merge that again. Now I'm going to show you perfect skin. This one also has a tanning in it. I probably won't use that because we just used the tan one, but it does have a different tan in here. Paint over the skin with a soft white brush, avoiding eyes, mouth, nostrils, and other features. Each layer, you can change the opacity of each layer higher or lower to meet your needs. So I'm going to click continue, and I'm going to start with smooth in. And so I need a white brush, and I'm going to make this smaller. That way I can get into different parts of her skin. And you can see as I paint it on how it just kind of smooths over the area here. Makes everything more even, soft. I'm not going to do the whole thing, I just want to show you what it looks like. Now, if it's too smooth for you, you can go over here and change the opacity and move it down. And you can do this with any of our actions. You can move it down, or if you want it more smooth, you can move it up. I'm going to put it about here. So there you can see the before and the after. Now if you accidentally smooth over her eyeballs there, you can go back with your black brush and paint back over it. And that's the great thing about layer masks. You can go in and fix any mistakes that you make without it being permanent. So there's the smoothing. I already showed you the tan on the other one. This is just another shade of the tan. So I can show you here. It looks really dark because we already have a tan already on there, so we won't use this one. It's not usually this dark though. But if it's too dark, you can also change the opacity and just give her a slight tan. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that one off. I don't want her to be that tan. Then you can go to tone. And this will just give you a slight skin tone here. It's very mild, but you can see it whenever you go back and forth. It's just a very light tone. And then brighten. So let's say I want to brighten this shadow here in her neck. And you brighten it a little bit, or you can keep bumping this up to brighten it a lot. And you can see the before and the after there. Now if you still need it more bright, you can always duplicate this layer by hitting Command J. I'm on a Mac, or you can hit Control J if you're on a PC, and it will make the action duplicated here. I didn't just click the action again because it's only part of it. I didn't want to duplicate the whole action, just that one section. Alright, so that's all that we need for these ones. So I'm going to merge this really quick, and so you can see my final before and after. Here's the before, and here's the after. So we tanned her up, we enhanced her lips, and we smoothed out her skin. Before and after.